Hello and welcome to Conscious Gatherers. My name is Beverly Thompson.
And I'm AJ Royce.
Well, welcome to 2026. So today's date is January 6th, 19. Oh my God. I'm going backwards
started
instead of
off
forward.
with a bang.
2026. How that came about, I don't know. We talk about time not being linear, so
Yeah.
looks like I went back in time. But anyway, this is our seventh season starting today, and our episode 163. So we welcome you all, and please join in the chat if you would like, and we'd love for you to do that. And we're going to discuss a few things. One, we're going to discuss some of the things that we saw in the sun recently. And so things are happening in our sun. And then also our insights for today. And so interesting. But I don't know if it's anything we don't know but it's to realize. But even before we get going on that, when Royce came over late this morning, I looked at her and I said, does it seem kind of odd today? And so I'm putting that out because anybody else feeling odd earlier today?
Yeah, it started off really odd. Everything felt weird.
Yeah.
Even the people driving on the road were like, they were half with it, erratic driving, and like people were having a hard time staying focused. So I feel much better now.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because it was weird. So like what else is doing?
But I felt comforted actually knowing that I wasn't alone.
You feel a bit different. So yeah. And the other thing that was coming up this morning is like contemplation. Basically all about our lives, and a little bit more is going to come out today that we'll share with you. And so if any of you were feeling a little odd, for lack of a better word, do a thumbs up or not. So maybe you didn't feel, maybe it's just us. I don't know. And the other thing that was kind of odd for us is we usually have a lot of beings that come in, star beings and that share with us. And they've been coming in a lot in the last actually 2 weeks, and including last night. And but today, no, it was like, which is unusual for us.
Yeah.
And so our insights came from ourselves.
Yeah.
That might be the point. Might be the point of this whole episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're in charge of ourselves.
Yeah. How can you evolve if you're constantly, focusing outside of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking to the ETs, or our galactic friends, as I call them, or whatever, and for answers, and really you have the answers within. I think that's what this is all about today. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
But I should tell them what happened last night. So right before I was going to bed, I might as well go. Yeah. Obviously, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
I could tell that there were quite a few beings that were, watching, but they were staying behind to me, it kind of looked like a wall, for lack of a better word. And I thought,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have company tomorrow, which would be today. But no.
We didn't.
Yeah. And then this, I don't know his name, but he's very large being, male, and which we've seen before. And he's showing us some things. I'm not quite sure how to figure out what he was showing us, because he was showing us things without speaking or telepathically speaking, and but it had to do with gold beads. And so strands of gold beads, and I'm thinking, this is the golden age, could be. So anyway, I think it's our same friend that came in last night. He put a gift in front of me, like a wrapped gift. And I'm like, and then he walked away and kind of turned around and smiled and kept walking the other way. And I thought, I said, I have a gift. you know. And you said an etheric gift, and you said unwrap it. And I said you're going to laugh when I open it, or excuse me, when I tell you what's in it. And what was in it was pajamas. So I was like, what? They were like, I mean, I could tell they were pajamas with the small print and piping around the collar and then the front and all that. And I'm like, huh. It's different. You think it's something that's going to be quite glorious, but it's a pair of pajamas. So anyway, it is what it is. So how to explain all of that? I thought, we're going to be communicating during the night, and we may have, but I don't have recollection of that right now.
Or maybe it was just get a good rest so you can get on with it.
That could be, because the look on his face was a kind of a smirky smile, and I'm like, okay. So anyway, anybody else have things like that happen to them? It's like, we're speaking up. So
Yeah.
even though it may sound a little bit ridiculous, but so be it. So, all right. Any other words on our friend?
No, well, another friend. We have somebody new in the group, and her name is Liz, and I just wanted to say hi.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yes, and thank you to everybody who's listening. That means a lot to us, and we're here for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're for ourselves too, but we're here for you. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sharing. Exactly. So we honestly appreciate you all. So, and we're in our, starting our 7th season. So, we've been around a while. So, not sure how that sounded. I've been on this earth in this lifetime for a long time. And so might be part of the contemplation today. It's like, okay, here's where I'm at now. Here's what's going on. What's going to happen next. All the stuff that we go through, especially this year, 2026. And so much had happened in 2025. So much being revealed and so much more coming forth. And so I think we're going to have a very exciting, interesting year.
Yeah. Hold on to your seats.
Yeah. So, we'll talk more about that, especially after you share your insight. But let's first talk about the sun, because this came up actually the 28th of December. And we were on the phone, and I said, my attention's being drawn to the sun. I said, what's up with the sun? And even though I know, because there's been pictures of it, how many CMEs, or coronal mass ejections, have been happening constantly on the sun. There was a few days ago, there was a great photo of the sun, actual photo, and it showed like part of the sun being lifted up higher off the earth. It's off the earth, off the planet itself. And you could see light coming from underneath, and then like dark shadowing. I'm not quite sure, but it looked like something was lifting off of it. And we saw that after I believe we got this information, because it was like,
yeah, you sent it because there's something about this ring a bell.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, so
something's happened with our star.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't know the timing when we get things. Is it happening now? Is it happening in the future? Because it does feel like it's the present. And but we turn the present, and sometimes it's not. It's into the future, or we can change the future depending upon our thoughts and actions. So anyway, I'm trying to remember what I was seeing. This is now 8 days, 9 days, 10 days ago. Count. Anyway, 6, 7, 8, 9 days ago. And you had said the sun gave birth to a new light.
Yeah, not a new life, but a new light. So not another sun, but a new light.
New light. Mm-hmm. And then I noticed a halo came out in all directions, and then I don't know if you said this or me, but it was like a new heaven and a new earth.
Mhm.
And then,
Like it was going to change everything.
yeah, talking about that, a lot of people are talking about that. Oh my God, where the sun flare. Sun, oh my God,
Sunspot.
no,
Okay.
no, when the sun, changes everything. It's that the big sun
Oh, yeah.
burst.
Yeah.
But prior to that, it looks like I saw a new light engulfed Earth and everything, and it changes everything. And it was like I was seeing the sun do a line like this, like, streaming the light toward us, hit the Earth, and just went around the Earth like this. And so it looked like the light was close to the Earth.
Mhm.
So it was really quite beautiful. And then I noticed that the tree leaf colors, the leaves on the trees were more vivid, and that the leaves were leaving like an iridescent glow, like an extended life force.
Yes, and the interesting part about that is the next morning I was outside
Mhm.
and all this, it was an overcast day, and all of a sudden the grass got brighter, and that was the first thing that crossed my mind, was that light having hit the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and actually getting to see the physical effects of it. And it was really, really neat.
Really
But
pretty.
the grass just glowed. It didn't last for an extended length of time, but I got to see it. It was really nice.
Yeah. So if any of you noticed, speak up. So it's things are
What
changing. You
what
just
day
have the
was
eyes
that?
to see it. Well, I know that we had talked about the sun giving birth to a new light on the 28th of December.
Okay, so that would have been the 29th.
Okay, there you go. So, and then I had written down that we felt that, at least or I did, that it was energizing the Earth's force field and gravitational force in some way, but I'm not sure what that means yet. So, any of you do, then speak up or add to it if you would. Put it in the comments or the chat if you would. Thank you. All right. So the sun is changing. Keep your eyes on the sun, obviously not physically looking at it because it will blind you. But there are some YouTube stations. Mr. MBB333 puts out a lot of information on the sun and photographs of the sun. In fact, I think that's where I saw it looks like part of the sun was lifting off or lifting up.
Yeah, it was like the crust just,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Stephen Burns, I have his name, STFAN Burns, BURNS, and he does a lot of work too that talks about some anomalies and things like that. So really, there's a lot out there that you can go to with actual photographs. So it's really pretty cool that things are changing. To me, it's nothing to be afraid of. I think it's on the positive end of it. That these changes are happening because it's our whole solar system. Actually, galaxy is being affected, but
Yeah.
especially this solar system is changing. So yeah. So what's all going to look like? What all that going to look like in the future? Don't know. But hang in there. I think everything's going to be fine with our Earth and us. So we are, we have seen some Earth changes. We've talked about that in past episodes. And Lady Gaia, this 2 weeks ago, or actually a little over 2 weeks ago, that we did our last podcast, and she did say that she's trying to remember how she said it, something like, well, I know previously she said she needed to burp. Like, okay. And interesting. I was talking to a friend that lives in Arizona, and she says, "Yeah, I heard that she wanted to belch." I think she's a little. And I said, "Yes," but basically what she told me. So anyway, she's letting it be known that that it's going on, and we're getting the same information. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But she will warn you if you are in harm's way, and listen to your higher self, God's self, and to if you feel like you are in harm's way, move. Yeah, yeah. Get out of there, and don't question it, and just it may be short term. Who's to know? Put it this way: everything's going to be fine, no matter what.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Any more comments on that?
Nope.
All right. All right. You want to get to our insights?
Sure.
All right. I'll start and you'll finish.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I heard a philosophy 101. I kept hearing it. I thought, all right, I'll write it down. Philosophy 101. Okay, here we go. In the beginning, man came to this planet to understand evolution in the physical. Many were called and a few answered. You are one who answered. All of us are. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Now you are beginning to understand and recognize this, or these beginnings. Excuse me, I'm going to have to put my glasses on. All right. It is not, if I think this is a word, heroicism, yet it is something beyond that. Courage. Yeah. I've been told that before too. Courage. All of us, all of you. In today's world, this year, 2026, you are beginning to understand what you have signed up for. Is this not a glorious adventure? I know some people may beg to differ on that, but it definitely is an adventure. Yeah. Many people think this is a time of salvation. Yet, what does this mean? Perhaps many of you are thinking you are being saved. In some ways, you look at this and you determine, yes, I'm saved. Saved from what you may determine saved from your own makings. Are you saved from your own makings? It is the moment or time to release the fallacies of the past, then move on to new makings. Therefore, dear hearts, what does this mean to you? Humanity is beginning to choose differently than what they chose in past years. It is a new day. Make it great for you. As such, you make it great for everyone when done in love. So be it. Happy New Year. We all are in this together. So much more realizations await you. It's takeoff time into new endeavors. I thought it was pretty cute.
Yeah.
Takeoff time. So, it's up to us to, we're making the changes. There's no being up there that's doing it for us. That's the word salvation. It's all us. And it's time for us to realize that. So,
we are a species evolving. So we're just like we've experienced without these other beings coming in. We're getting on with it ourselves with what we were given to work with, So we're growing, becoming more than what we were before. So, and you read something in there toward the last, but it reminded me of where we go one, we go all.
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's for your, how was that said? Make it great for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you do that for yourself, you're doing it for
For
everything.
everybody. Yeah.
Because we're all in this together.
So the more we grow ourselves, the more we're helping the all of it
When done in
to
love.
grow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not a selfish thing.
No.
It's, it's done. It's really, we're sharing our love, but we got to realize it within ourselves.
Yeah, it's just like when you like people taking care of other people.
Mhm.
If they neglect themselves, then that does nobody any good.
Hmm.
You know, you have to take care of yourself to be able to be of use to anybody. So it's kind of neat how that works.
It is. It is. Yeah, I can hear people saying, but, I can't leave this person, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, you got to make sure they're okay. But at the same time, you got to get your rest. You got to get your sanity. And, I know it's tough with, being with a loved one that's sick or whatever. And, but understand your part in the whole thing is to love yourself as you're loving them. And it's that much stronger when you do that. The healing process or the love process, it's all the same.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that kind of goes into the cat thing. Do you mind if I go there?
Oh, please do.
Um, there's a neighbor's cat that has been hanging out in the yard quite a bit, well, a lot, and I, me and the animals, I'm always, uh, I love them so much. I just want all the animals to be well and happy and loved and taken care of. And so I was wondering what the deal was with this cat because, here it was misty and it was cold outside. It was laying up on the wood pile and it was sleeping. I mean, this cat is fearless. So it was sleeping and I went up to it and checking to make sure that it was okay and real loving while I was there just loving on me and then, as soon as I let go, it lay back down. And I got in touch with its two-legged companion and to make sure that everything was okay. And of course it was. This cat has its own life to live, and it knows it, and it knows how to do it. It loves to be outside. It loves to uh, give love and be loved by humans when it's with them. So I started thinking about this cat. Like, what is this telling me? And it's like this cat knows how to be present, yet to be unattached at the same time. It's not grabbing onto anybody's energy or anything's energy. It is its own cat, so to speak. And it started making me think about there's a passage, a biblical passage that talks about being in the world but not of the world. It's like be yourself. Don't get hung up into all of these other things going on. Don't be so intertwined with other people that you lose what you're all about, because how are you going to grow if you're all intertwined in everybody else's energy? I've just learned so much from that cat, uh, how to be with somebody and to be yourself while you're with somebody. There's an awful lot to be to be learned from that, and it kind of boils down to our perceptions and reactions. You and it's all a matter of choice. how are you going to choose to react to someone or anything else when they're making their own choices or it's making its own choice, you know? Um, it's quite an awesome thing that I got from this cat. It's like the understanding of it goes on and on and on. You can apply it to anything, you know, corporate or familial or any type of setting, any circumstance. It's um, so it's just amazing what you can learn from anything if you'll take the time to think about it and to actually look at it with your eyes open, wanting to see what is it that I can glean from this. So I'm just so grateful for that cat because it one of those things of helping me to get more balance in my own life, to be able to let go when I need to let go, and you know just to trust that that cat is okay. It's loves to take care of itself, and it loves to go home, and to be cuddled. But it knows how to be wherever it is, happily but unattached. It's just
Mhm. The
it's
dog
neat.
communicates. Dog. Yeah, the cat communicates with you
Yeah.
telepathically. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just very grateful for what I learned.
All right. Would you want to give your insight?
Sure, sure. This is my insight. We are about to embark on a momentous journey, and this is referring to the entirety of the earth as well as all of our celestial neighbors. We have abundantly served this civilization and shall be served abundantly in return. All shall be made very clear in the short future. I thought that was interesting how that was stated, in the short future. So you know, there's interesting things coming for us very, very shortly. So keep your eyes open. Watch how the world turns, for in the turning the powers of darkness shall be overturned. Stay alert, for the night is almost over. All eyes are upon the Libra, for she makes the balance right. All eyes watch and wait. The miracle is coming to pass. So, um,
Miracle.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Miracles, you know, they are things that are obvious that something truly magnificent has taken place,
Mhm.
something that perhaps you weren't expecting, something grander than anything we could have imagined. Excuse me. And so, you know, your mind starts to wonder what's the miracle talking about? You know, what is
Yeah.
it? What is
Yeah.
it? I don't know. I can't tell you, but I I'm excited for this, whatever it is, because it is about to take place. So
Yeah. And Libra. Yeah, we looked it up. Yeah, I'm not real familiar with the zodiac signs, but it has to do with it, somebody holding up a balance.
mhm.
And so, you know, and you mentioned balance.
Yeah, all eyes are upon the Libra, for she makes the balance right.
She.
So yeah. So
Huh.
you know, it makes your mind start clicking. You know, what exactly is this
Mhm.
being talked about? Can't answer that totally, but I just know that things are things are being righted. things that had gone topsy-turvy. So
Mhm.
hold on. It's coming.
Remember, we have courage.
Yeah.
So things are happening, and it's like, okay, we have already talked about in previous episodes of some of the things that were going to happen, or some of our abilities and that sort of thing. But, and of course, one of the abilities we have, and many of you listening have, is telepathy, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and some or all of the above. We all have what you would term gifts, but they're really a part of us.
Yeah.
And so, we're starting to realize what we hold within our DNA. And with the sun changing, is that going to help activate with our DNA in our body? And so, turn on some more codons, or, I'm just throwing that out. And so, some of our DNA structures are coming online. We've talked about that before, but it's nice to repeat this because, our abilities are so great and we shut them down. We had a little help, but we shut them down.
Yeah.
And now
Choice.
they're coming alive again. So, yeah. Right, we're going to blame some of these off-worlders that are leaving, such as the reptilians. Or perhaps, they had their thing, what they're trying to do with humanity.
But if we're
that's all
willing to
changing.
look at it, we can learn an awful lot by what happened.
Yeah.
And maybe the only thing that we glean from it is don't ever do that again.
Okay.
We're
not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but
they're getting
it's-
booted.
Yeah.
And the darkness, as you said, is going back to balance, and so that a lot of that darkness is falling. And I think we're going to see a lot of changes on Earth in the next 2 months. Why I say that, but that's how I feel just internally. And so we're, like every day something's happening, and some people are out there protesting, other ones are saying yay. So it's going to be a mixture, but we have those choices.
That's whatever
direction.
your perspective is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, perception, perspective, all of that. Philosophy 101, maybe. When I received earlier, it's like, what? But anyway, excuse me. So they said, Happy New Year. We're in this together. And, as things come to you, don't dismiss them. They thought, where did that thought come from? Yeah, it probably came from you, your own internal.
And some of it will be garbage. Don't be afraid to say, I can recognize that,
Mhm.
Garbage stinks. If it stinks, throw it out. It doesn't belong within your thought patterns anymore.
Or you always ask, is it mine?
Yeah. Is it mine? Is it now?
Yeah. And, we talked about this before the podcast, and saying, which I've said numerous times, I think I said it today, it's like, what no longer serves me must leave now. You stand in your light. So what no longer serves me must leave now.
Yeah.
Now, there might be some things that you weren't expecting that you may term negative, but they're not, because they're getting you to realize your own power.
Yeah, I was talking to some people New Year's, and it was like, some of the things that I have personally experienced, were some of the hardest things I ever went through. But golly, what I learned, the depth of what I learned has been amazing. And I have that now. I can take that understanding with me, but I can leave the pain behind, So just focus on the things that you glean, the things that can serve you, and take that with you in your heart as you go along your journey, and just let the garbage let the trash man take that away because it's not yours anymore.
And it just, what's the right word? It transmutes. You're transmuting that energy. And so you mentioned trash man, but that's really a transmutation of the energies.
Yeah.
So the energies no longer exist.
Yeah.
I know. And unless you want to bring them back, which you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Be careful not to do that.
That's being a governor of your own thoughts.
Yeah. So exciting times. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they've experienced that they would like to share with us? So far, no. All right. Well, wait a moment, but we'll thank you for being here. We truly appreciate it. 2026, especially the next 2 months, are going to be holy crap. I think we're already saying that.
Well, we need to watch out how we use that
Words.
term.
That's true.
There's no such thing as holy crap.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I know. I usually say holy shit. So it's like, things that come to me like, oh my God. But, yeah. So,
but actually, I have to say this. It may seem inappropriate, but so be it. In some schools of thought, that which is processed through the body is referred to as first matter. So the better you take care of your body, the better you, the more, the less processed food, the fresher the food, the more nutrients that you take in, especially consciously, it is processed through the body in a totally different way than just eating unconsciously and eating just crap, but what goes through the body is actually it's like that which is accumulating and building something beautiful, because it makes like fertile soil.
It's got its fertilizer.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
So it's, you think about it in an agricultural kind of way. You can understand that first matter, that which comes through the body, it can be something worthwhile. So it's like, what are we creating? What are we doing with our lives? What are we doing with our thoughts, our words? We've got a great opportunity here to realize our potential in everything we think, everything we do, everything we say. So.
Okay. I could have a comment, but I'll wait for that. All right. Thank you, everybody, and for being with us in this live podcast, and those that are listening at a later date. We appreciate your listening too. So feel free to share, and we bring this information because we really enjoy sharing, and because we have learned so much, we want to share it, and that's what we want all of you to share it also. And I've been doing this for quite a while, or they call it the waking up process, and I started waking up in the 70s and 80s. So realizing there's a little bit more to this life, and oh my God, what I've learned over the last, especially just a few years, it's like, holy, oh, I gotta say that again. Whoa, I say that a lot, don't I? Yeah, I'm just surprised how much I've learned, how much more I've learned, and it continues. So,
yeah.
It's quite a process, and just allow yourself that process to work with you. It is you. So, but thank you, and we appreciate your being here. Feel free to share and comment. We appreciate all of that.
Yes.
So
yes.
thank you.
I want to thank everybody for for staying, and I have to honor your choices too. Um, if you see that you just can't stay any longer, you do what is the right thing for you to do. If you need to leave, you're free to leave. You do your best, you stay as long as you can, and just know that I appreciate you and I love you from the bottom of my heart, the top of my heart, the middle of my heart.
Yeah.
And please take care of each other and be aware of the animals, please. Here in the United States, we're experiencing winter, and that's a tough time on animals and people. So please take care of each other, and I love you.
Well, beautiful beings, thank you. And we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Good night.
Good night.